Hey, what's up? So I decided to bleach my hair. I've never done it before, but it's something I've wanted to do for a while. I did try to dye my hair back when I was at university using a box color set from the supermarket, but that was for highlights, and my hair ended up being this dark brown kind of color and not the yellow color that I was after, so that doesn't really count. Anyways, so I started my hair bleaching journey, and originally I was just going to go to a shop and get it done. No fuss, no muss. But because I had no idea what I was doing, I didn't know what to ask for, I didn't know what a good price was. Basically, I was clueless. So to change that, I started doing some more research. I started watching some DIY videos, and I thought, you know what? I can do this. So here we go. I'm going to run you through my process, but quick disclaimer, I'm not a professional hair colorist. I literally did the bare minimum for research and probably even less than that. So take anything I say here with a grain of salt. Alright, first thing you need is your bleach powder. Second thing you need is 30 volume cream developer. Then you need some latex gloves, a shower cap, a mixing cup, and a brush. Now I got all the above in a hair lightening kit for about 30 NZD. Then you need some 20 volume developer, Wella T18 Toner, and some purple shampoo. Now before I go over the steps, I'll go through the items in a little more detail. So I had 30 grams of blue bleach powder, which was enough for one coating. I also had 118 milliliters of 30 volume developer. Quick note here, there are 10 levels of hair color which indicate how light or dark your hair is. I never knew. So level 1 is the darkest hair, which is basically black, and level 10 is the lightest hair, which is basically light blonde. There are also 4 standard developers, 10 volume, 20 volume, 30 volume, and 40 volume. And the number just indicates the strength of the developer or the amount of hydrogen peroxide within the developer. The higher the number, the more hair color levels you're going to lift, but the more damage you'll do to your hair. 10's a bit weak, 40's a bit strong, 20 seems to be quite a common one to use, but 30 seems to be the way to go for natural black Asian hair. Then you have the Wella T18 Toner, and the T18 just refers to the shade, which in this case is lightest ash blonde. And the instructions basically say to use with a 20 volume developer. So what toner does is it basically removes some of the brassiness from the hair after bleaching, so it becomes less of a yellow orange kind of color and more of a white toned down color. Lastly, we have the purple shampoo, which supposedly helps tone the hair a little and makes the color last longer. Okay, now for the steps. Step 1. Put the gloves on and mix some 30 volume developer with bleach powder in a ratio of 2 to 1. So use double the amount of developer as you do bleach, and do a patch test on a small amount of hair behind your ear to make sure you don't have any negative reactions. Let it sit for about 40 minutes and wash your hair with cold, warm water. Then let it dry. Step 2. If you have no negative skin reactions in step 1, mix up the rest of the bleach and 30 volume developer and apply to the rest of your hair. Put on the shower cap and let it sit for about 40 minutes. Make sure not to overlap with the patch test hair because this can weaken the hair. Another tip is also to do the roots of your hair last because they change color quicker due to the heat from your head. You should also check your hair every 5 to 10 minutes to get it to the color you want. Step 3. Rinse the hair again and let it dry. Now I've heard that you can bleach your hair again after a few days if it isn't quite right, but I didn't do this and I can tell my hair would have been lighter if I did. Step 4. After the bleaching process, wait a couple days to let your hair recover and then apply the toner. Mix 1 part toner to 2 parts 20 volume developer and apply all over your hair. Let it sit for about 25 minutes, then rinse your hair. And boom, you've bleached your hair. Now, a couple notable mentions. I did read about this product called Olaplex, which is supposed to help keep your hair strength during the bleaching process. Now, I didn't use it because I felt like my hair was in a good enough condition that I wouldn't need it, but I can imagine if you bleach your hair a lot, something like that would be useful. Some people have also mentioned they get itchiness or slight irritation in the scalp, but I didn't really notice much, probably because I didn't do my roots that well. I did get a little bit of itchiness, but it was more like if you had mud in your hair and you let it dry, it was like that itchiness. Although I did get a little bit of sensation from the toner as well, but again, it was minuscule. In terms of upkeep, supposedly you're supposed to wash your hair less and use the purple shampoo something like once a week. Anyways, that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.